Hello YouTube, it's Leo here again, and today's video is about my personal phone and what I have in my pocket at all times. So stay tuned and you get to hear a little more about my everyday life. Alright, so today, as you can see here, I have another little camera set up here so you can see the screens on these phones, but we're still working on an overview for our reviews and stuff like that. We'll get it right soon enough. But I just wanted to make this video because there's going to be a change happening in my pocket soon, and I wanted to let you know. So, alright, so for my everyday use, I have an iPhone 8. I know it's a little outdated, this is an old phone, but you know how it goes with upgrading phones and everything. I'm stuck in here for at least a couple more months, so I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Now, I use an iPhone because my business, my teaching, my education program revolves around iPads. We use iPads to teach elderly how to use today's technology. So, for that reason, I have myself an iPhone. That way, I can relate more to what we're talking about and everything. My personal preference, believe it or not, is not Apple or iPhones as when it comes to cell phones. Unfortunately, this phone right here holds my personal phone number that I've had for over 10 years, so I don't want to let it go. And since, like I said before, Apple is what we use for our teaching. Apple is what I'm going to have in my pocket. Now, when I meet all my seniors, new students in my program, every time someone asks me what phone they should get, I always tell them iPhone. Not because of my preference, but it's because it's the simple device to use. So the more simple it is, the better it is for them. Now, I have this business that I run 100% myself, but I also have a couple other companies that I manage, which makes it really hard for me to use my personal phone for every day. About that. So I usually have a prepaid phone with me, so that I have options. Now, I changed my prepaid phone about maybe once a month, once every 2 months or something like that. But I always go with an Android because in my heart, my preference, I'm a tech guy. I like Android because of all the possibilities, all the extra things you can do on an Android operating system as opposed to iOS, which we know is very locked in. Now, I want to talk, this is my first review of my side phone, and I chose to do it because about 2 months ago, I went and picked up a new prepaid phone, and this one is the carrier's Boost Mobile, and I believe it's the Galaxy J3, which is $80, believe it or not, $80 prepaid phone, and it gives you a pretty sweet phone. Now, if you want the specifications on it, you can always go on any webpage or go Google and type in Samsung J3 specifications. Now, what I wanted to show you is the fact that this phone is pretty fast. I have this set up right here so you can see the screen. Now, obviously, it's an Android device, so unfortunately, Boost Mobile does put a skin over it that I don't like. So what I always do is I go ahead and right away download Nova Launcher, which is 100% free, and it's not the premium version, but the premium version gives you extra features that I myself don't need. So for a free Nova Launcher, it does everything I want, and the main thing is it brings the phone back to similar like Android stock operating system, which is my favorite. So as you can see, the phone is pretty fast. I want to just show you how it runs. It runs pretty good. I don't see any lag on the screen at all. When you open an app, YouTube opens up right away. It doesn't really take too much. Say no to this. And for example, let me play a video real fast. A trailer. Oh, it's a trailer for a movie. Shazam. Open it. Obviously, there's always advertising and that. You skip that advertisement. But the point I'm trying to get at is that it's actually pretty quick. Like, I don't see any lag, anything. I'm very, very impressed with this phone. I think it looks pretty nice. It's got a pretty nice look to it. It's pretty thin. The screen is obviously a little small, but it's right on par with my iPhone 8. So, I don't really see much of a difference as far as holding it. They're about the same weight. And I really like it. It's a really good phone for $8. And what I'm trying to get at, it's only $80. It's Android. I like Android. It does everything I need it to do. Obviously, the camera is not as good. Obviously, specs-wise, the iPhone 8 blows it away. But on an everyday use, I think it does all the purposes that I need it to, and fulfills the purposes and then some, because I have the open operating system of Google, and for $80 and a $35 unlimited plan on everything, you cannot go wrong with this phone. Now, I will be upgrading to a new side phone very soon, so I'll do a review on that one. But as far as the J3 Samsung goes for on Boost Mobile, I believe it's a really great phone. It's fast, no lags, YouTube opens perfectly. I can sideload any app that I want on it or go to the Play Store, and it's a very open device. I like it. It's very comfortable. Like I said, $80, you cannot go wrong. iPhone, I like it. I have a preference towards Android, but I like everything. iPhones, Android phones, even Blackberries I still like, believe it or not. Windows Phone was one of my favorite phones, even though they just recently discontinued it. But soon we'll be upgrading this iPhone to maybe an, I don't know, X10 or whatever it is they have now. But this video is just about how good a cheap phone could be. Even the screen, look how bright it is. If we go all the way to full brightness, it's right on par with the iPhone 8. So we do the brightness. I just want to give a quick. Oh, my iPhone's at full brightness. This one's at full brightness. I mean, obviously the iPhone's a little better screen. But for a side phone, I think the Galaxy J3 is amazing. It does everything I need it to, and I'll be upgrading soon to a new side phone, and I'll do a review on it. And like I said, my reviews are not the regular reviews. I'm not giving you specs. I'm not giving you benchmarks. I'm just telling you what I think on everyday, how it is to use it. I think it's great. Everything works, and because of Android is so open, we can download Nova Launcher right on it and get the true Android experience right on it seconds after you purchase it. So I hope this video helped in some way. Have a great day, and that's going to be it.